after we Acoma 98.1, we held an emergency meeting on phone. In fact, it's online, WhatsApp online meeting. And then we had to discuss this issue. And we had no options but to...
So what are some of them challenges there? I should see the public one for no, and lawyers them would already register and eager for go vote. One for no, exactly. Waiting at the problem, we make una postpone these elections. After them, we don't get the idea, say, everything was set and ready, and Saturday or Friday and Saturday, then go they cast their votes.
Elections, AGM, demand so many things.
Yeah, so waiting a specifically then challenge there now we cause una for postpone the AGM.
Especially resources. You need money for...
So una no get money?
When they say challenges, no mean say you no get money.
Okay, so let me what are break and down for week, Amanda?
No. I don't think say there's any better way for break and down than waiting then at the release.
Is it that there are no real challenges?
Well, if there were no real challenges, we don't move on.
What people then they speculate really say na panic.
Oh, panic?
Yes, the way mention and just not say people then they say na panic. Not to panic, or don't panic. Say somebody like a Martina Benda will look get crowd bad. Go just snatch it in. And but people then still feel say Tumano win the 2024 elections. You know, of course, all the Buaha will be there around that. We will be there at the hall.
If Martina not get crowd in this society we are in, people will control, we get leverage that's inside. Then I don't know what's in the crowd. Basically, when it comes to Martina, for example, I've told people within in circle and all of that. She's not a bad person. I've known her from Frabe College and all of that. The only challenge Remy go gets with a Martina leadership now that you cannot be.
No, we can't to a Martina. No, wait, we can't to a Martina leadership. You don't answer the question I ask you it, Commander. Now panic or now money una really not get on a real challenges.
Allow me no.
No, come on, you need to answer the question. Just the evade.
But
you go to all that talk. Well, talk now, no.
Why for panic?
Well, explain.
Now, me and Martina not even the contest. Not to me and Martina.
Now, you Tuma, we know, but now the PRO for Alimatu Association, no side Tuma na president.
If I be PRO for Martina or I be PRO for Tuma, I'm just PRO for the Silent Bar Association. I'm just saying I'm not contesting with Martina.
Okay, so my question is, make a go over the question back. Now, panic there are real challenges.
There is no panic. There is no panic. You put the ballot box today against anybody, I am going to win that election hands down. You understand?
Let I be winner 2024.
2024, I'm not going to call them like nobody. It was unopposed when it came to my own situation. The moment I can at the hall now, that's how I can at the hall. I meet Augustine Mara and the other camp.
Also, we don't scatter that ending.
Then we don't left because that's when they make kind of the hall.
That's when the tear gas we don't come inside the hall.
No, I
was there. Me, I be the born.
No, when we come inside the hall, because I actually be there initially at the hall. Then you get a colleague when Augustine, Sigismund Austin Conte.
Okay.
A collapse, and maybe see as in life being far more important than any of them things and the whole big group. So I've been here for rush with me and some other colleagues and we take kind of the Kenema Government Hospital. And while I've been there, I think I've been peaceful enough. So I continue for enjoy for the day until when them finally called me say, oh, you're in position now with the, so I came in, rushed in, and then I was nominated, seconded. And according to the M&A, if they nominate you and it's seconded and there is no other nomination, you are elected on a
Kamana, I'll come back to you. Mr. King, let me bring you in.
Yes, please.
So we all don't see. You're a lawyer. And I shall say, well, of course, you be there at Kenema, right?
I was
2024.
there. I was
okay,
there.
and every lawyer holding
and we don't follow what's in the happen since.
Good. Every lawyer holding your opinion, but waiting happen na Kenema and how this particular executive come about and waiting don't they happen so far. But when it comes to this election, we then be done slate for take place on the 5th and the 6th of this June, where now they don't postpone. I think it's indefinite postponement, right? Then all date it. What thing you take as a lawyer, as a barrister and solicitor?
So
yourself?
I like one question we ask just now. We see if the people who are on the side of the Toma camp now panic, they don't panic. Presently, now the directors of the Salium Bar Association. Well, I'm really constrained with how for talk this thing. Whether for calling directors or for calling people away, now then they in charge now. But I am for saying that.
What happened? Why you not for calling directors?
I'm for saying that the people away in charge now.
Why?
Because we take too much speed for come out from the issues we happen at Kenema. I think say na day we for start first this conversation, so we go get a broader understanding of whose side we dey go. Over half of the lawyers them who dey practice law in this country not satisfied or not glad with the leadership of the Salium Bar Association as it is right now. Their position are such that if you not get entrance legitimacy, anything you do after that day, we get the legal principle we say.
At this point, you're not a member of the Salium Bar Association?
I suspend my membership. Like all other lawyers, them no more will take my own position. Now so themselves suspend the membership. And we'll get right for do. I mean, in fact, I don't hear people they talk about the M&A. And inside the M&A say if you want for suspend, you can suspend the membership.
Yeah,
so
actually, I don't go through the M&A.
Yeah, so we suspend with membership because of the issues that we happen at Kenema. So for we own position as such that the people where they in charge of the Salium Bar Association now, then people and they not supposed for they in charge of the Salium Bar Association. And any program or event where they slate for happen, now something we avoid from the very beginning.
All beats.
Yes.
That is our own take. Una we don't suspend una membership for
from the
Salium Bar Association.
Yes.
Okay, but what thing are you actually take now on the fact say, as far as everybody's concerned, and in fact the government itself they recognize them and the judiciary and all.
So now the trouble now make public perception that the government self don't enter inside lawyer
so
business.
The question is, what thing are you take on the postponement of this AGM and election will be supposed to be 5 and 6?
I connect now.
Now lawyer.
I connect.
So now me understanding that they don't afraid and then believe say
who that then don't afraid?
the Toma camp.
Who that Toma then afraid?
Toma the likes of Commander now, and Treasurer, I wouldn't get away a wall. They're all afraid. The panic they stem from the popularity and the message where these new candidates they come with.
Come to think of it, you just mentioned this new candidate. This new candidate, they talk about unity, uniting
yes,
the bar.
unifying the bar.
Question.
If the bar not be divided, I go carry that kind of message.
These candidates be there inside the year 2024, whether lawyers then be go to AGM na Kenema.
Yes,
if you go to that AGM day.
Yeah, I don't know if it be go.
If you not
but it be a player in waiting happen. She was part of the process because I think I be the treasurer at the time.
If you ever speak out or speak up or give your opinion on waiting happen,
not that I know of. Not that I know of. I not all believe for Amnaya. I not believe for Amnaya.
So you think that the lawyers them, all the lawyers in Salon, able for trust a message of unity where actually they promulgate where they push before now?
So batteries of lawyers. In fact, boku lawyers in this country. We may believe say they the majority, not gladly with the Tuma-led administration of the bar. So because of that, they don't throw and support BN Martina for make sure say they see the back of Tuma and in other executive members them who don't impose themselves on the Salium Bar Association. So now from that side the panic they stem from. We make they look and ping and say this now we don't put this date to the 5th and the 6th, but we postpone it indefinitely.
I think
so the problem with the postponement indefinitely now such that we dey into an electioneering process, we get timeline. Where all man they work in strategies within this timeline. Now we don't find ourselves in a situation who say it is unpredictable. Nobody know whose term will be the next date where the executive go call for the AGM. Then go just wait no more one morning or one evening time and say tomorrow morning and the next day then we go for the AGM. Where they know say the other side not fully prepared logistically and then plans and all they in place for go. So you see that the downside down there of what me see per this press release where then people are impose themselves on the bar, don't put out. You see, I say I'm really constrained because I do not want to call them directors of the bar. Now, in a mere position that they fill them vacancy, they are in an illegitimate way. They're not getting trans legitimacy. They're not inside the right way. The way Commander be try for explain just now, say when inside the hall, he went unopposed. I was going to say nobody voted for him.
You been there?
I was there. In fact, you get to a point where the person who equally so impose himself as the returning officer. The person who impose himself as the returning officer, where Francis Ben Kaifala, who impose himself as the returning officer. At one point, he did all do because he began state security apparatus. Close that door, there is video all around. So we were not even allowed to get into the hall again. But at the time when we were in the hall, I saw with my 2 eyes, I see clear one, 90% of the ballot papers on the floor. So how can we call that an election? Why we move past that point?
When I'm voting around the lawyers, then they choose for to weigh them paper then at the floor.
Even so, let me agree saying around the lawyers and to weigh the paper on the floor. If the paper don't then at the floor already.
For stop the election because some
yes. So the logistics for make the election go before already don't be destroyed. The ballot papers are for issue to people and for vote. You're not present again. How the election practically. How the election will go before if the ballot paper are not available.
And according to Mr. Commander, you're not even sure. Well, you said don't talk and say you don't suspend your membership. Now the Sierra Leone Bar Association at the moment.
That is an open secret.
Mr. Commander, I come back to you regarding I still lay on Martina Ibenda in press release after the Sierra Leone Bar Association in press release for say then they postpone it. According to Martina in press release, in the say. Of course, we all know so inside the M&A, if you're not a fully paid up member, you don't go get rights for votes. If you're not registered and all that one day, we all know that one day. So in that say, this for be an opportunity, now that this election and the AGM don't be postponed, this will be an opportunity for members that will not be done regularize their status yet, for able to do so. But the current executive, they make that one day difficult. What do you get for say about that?
So somebody will don't panic. We really don't panic. Not for them be comfortable with the fact that you already don't know the number of people where they go vote in the next election. And you don't, because when it comes to this, even when it comes to payments, it's a shame most times how they even do them. You already don't know your members the way they vote for you. The one the way they vote for the other person because the way they can't pay.
How possible? Amanda.
Like testament of the fact that holding at the basso now, we know it's
me confessing.
Yes, holding at the basso now, we know it's all we look at the name and then we know say this person voted for me.
I don't know say this person here so they can vote. Now you for vote for me. What's this name? What's it?
Now me don't tell you so
now. It's a shame. But this is the current situation. We are in people. You get very few people who actually go and pay their own dues. You understand?
Okay.
So others will have to wait until, like, when they don't form teams and this and that. So you know that then?
Well, explain, but me, I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going into that. That's
no,
going to be, no.
That is why we're here, Commander.
At least I am not going to go into that.
From teams, what in them team here they do?
I just don't say you say.
Explain, give me we understand, Commander.
No,
that's why you're here.
When you say this now, you team members.
Okay, like we doing the campaign.
Doing your campaign, you understand. There are times you get for help others, for regularize their status. So in that process, you already don't know, like a sizable number of your voters and a sizable number of the other person your own voters.
So
because even when they come for campaign,
I don't know now your own voters.
Now yeah, they say if we are panicking, somebody will really they panic. So why don't watch? So this one would all lost out. We don't open back and say, you know, it's in open and then. But that's not the. That day we actually.
So not intend for open for let
No. So now one of the things logo loss. That's how we really don't know. Say now we will panic, bing bing. You understand? What's that they say? When we get for learn for respect basic rules, and we get for learn for establish say when it comes to certain things. Maybe what I be they talk about election cycle. You get before the elections, you get during the elections, you get after the elections. So now, because of we M&A system, it's almost like most of waiting really they happen now during the election. Understand? So, on a normal election cycle, you get registration period. Just basic salon elections. Maybe we want to take a paramount chieftaincy election, for example. Where me don't take parts in. You they get these gazettes when they publish long before the elections. That's the same thing that happens to Sludge, for example, and gets an election management body and things like that. Because it also they help una for prepare well. If una really care about transparency and una really want free, fair, and credible elections, and they talk about the ideal situation. I'm not talking about the Salion Bar Association, which is not ideal. It's not an ideal electioneering environment at all. You understand? From when we don't come into the Salion Bar Association, the electioneering process is not ideal generally.
Okay, you mean not to the standard?
One, of course it's not. One, the names of voters, I only see them on the day of voting, pasted on the wall. Or you come, they say, what your name? You watch. It's not a democratic process. Even you, the electorate, for don't know, say, me name day on this
but why is that
before.
So?
That's what I'm saying. It all boils down to them things they are where we do so.
Who are they?
Una, they talk about open again registration process.
No, I'm asking questions. I'm not saying you should.
You cannot open the registration process
so
when registration don't close.
My question is, if the election has been postponed, when it's not a normal thing.
No.
Well,
No, but
if the
election been postponed and normal happenings.
Okay, now that the election don't be postponed, whose time the election going to take place?
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, the good thing is, my brother say indefinite, and I forgive him for that, because he don't suspend the membership, so maybe he don't even forget for the M&A.
So you don't even know it's in the
Yeah, you don't even know about the M&A.
Okay.
But now, when it comes to the M&A, you get 15 months within, like the last year where you conduct the last
yes,
blah,
of course.
blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
So now, we'll be one do inside 1 year, we actually in the exact period. But the M&A, especially Article 11,
Yeah, 15
they give
months.
una 3 months extension.
Okay.
You understand? So now, within these 3 months, you know, for past that 3 months, if you're able to conduct this election, you get your AGM and then you move on. You
What you
understand?
imply?
And nobody's gonna wake up and say, next to man, I'm at the AGM. How is are they really surprised that Emmanuel King just feels say things go just happen like that? You just wake up one morning and say, Natsuma.
But you just wake up one morning and postpone the
course.
election.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, when I wake up one
Now,
morning
and
and
postpone
postpone.
And postpone. You get for
Yes.
me one morning, you wake up and postpone. But
So you
now,
never wake
if you
up
get
one
for-
morning again and say, now so time
You know they
the-
say na tomorrow, na next tomorrow.
Okay, now who's 10 now, Commander?
They say
So now within the 3 months,
within this 3 months period, we got to properly strategize, and then now we communicate to the
is the
membership.
executive incompetent?
Anyways.
It's a question.
No.
Because according to you, una don't they work hard, una don't they try to put things in place and everything, and to the point that una don't even fix dates now, and you don't assure the public and every other lawyer. Wait a minute, Commander.
Not to just by association. At the first 10 list of Sierra Leone and postpone election.
So what's not the reason?
No,
Till
no, we
today,
know.
I don't begin ask you for when the program starts. Commander, what's not the reason where make una postpone?
Before you organize this program, there is a reason already communicated to you.
Yeah, of course.
The tool of the lawyer are the English language. And it's so clear, the reason. So I don't even need for come belabor on that point.
Logistical.
Now, waiting me to
And
try
other
to tell you
reasons.
that one, we are not going to reopen the registration
Why so?
process anymore.
Why so?
Because we want to create a level playing ground. Let nobody not feel say this postponement now because somebody want to take extra advantage. You understand? During this period. Now, what's going to happen is also communicated in that release. That the treasurer get for come, watch the slips them with them bring from the bank to them. Now, we don't verify them slips then they with the bank. It collates the list of people who qualify for votes and be voted for. Where the M&A don't provide, say, it's fully paid up members. Now, a suspended person like Emmanuel King, not for even go close to that place. If he go close today, we'll not say, now one of the people away want to cause problem.
No, Emmanuel make it clear, say no intent for work.
Still make it clear, say no intent for work, for this and that, but still want go na lunge. So I the warner now. This is a strict warning.
Okay.
No Kanye. No, wait. I'm not done it.
Let me speak to one major inconsistency.
Mr. King, wait.
Yes.
I'm not done it. I they warn you, and the many others where you say una don't suspend una membership. Don't come close to we activities. This one now for fully paid up members. It's a closed session for we lawyers for go participate in an election process. We don't want anybody if you don't choose.
They are the AGM before the election.
No, it's about the election now.
Okay.
Of importance in all of this discussion, even here and other places where the AGM they come, the most topical issue where people want to really talk about is the election.
Okay.
You understand? Now, at the warning strictly. Now, for we don't say we are members of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. We fully paid up. We not in arrears. Now we for go there and go cast we votes and be voted for.
Okay.
Now, they continue for extend we apology to we colleagues them that this postponement now an opportunity for let everybody go na the drawing board, do what you supposed for do,
Okay, wait.
go win. But you know, basically with electioneering
I want to
process.
speak to this inconsistency.
Wait, Mr. King.
It's taking too much time.
Yeah.
This is exactly why I've been feel say, una ambush me. This is exactly why I've been feel say, this is an ambush. I was not expecting Emmanuel King. I know they expect today tomorrow for the on this program because in any capacity when we are in for sit down and discuss things about the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
But this is not just about the Sierra Leone Bar Association. It's about lawyers in general, and he's a political and social
Sierra Leone
analyst.
Bar Association we talk about.
Not just the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
This whole
Lawyers.
conversation from what don't come here, it's about the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
Okay.
You
So
understand? The fact that he came here. He has something up his sleeves for come and can unleash. And now he get the opportunity for do one not being once. In as much as this is a program where we come and can discuss, let it be about ideas. Let it be respectful.
this is what we're doing right now.
You hear what he say?
Okay, what do you say?
I say it's taking too much time.
About the inconsistencies, I want to make a... What's it you? You know they allow me. Are you the moderator? Are you the moderator?
Okay, Commander.
Moderator, please take hold of
Okay,
the
Mr.
program.
King, wait for Commander. Let Commander done. Yes, Mr. Commander.
What you get for gain in all of this? You have suspended your membership.
Well, Mr. Commander,
My capacity here tonight
Mr. King,
is a
wait.
social and political analyst. You have to understand that.
Mr. King,
we
we
are
can't
analyzing the issues surrounding the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
Commander.
Respectfully.
I have not disrespected anyone
you
here.
were talking.
I only said I want to speak.
I took my time.
I want to speak to certain inconsistencies.
Okay, Mr. King, can you allow him? He's still on his...
You go
yes.
to...
Please.
You go
Yeah, Commander, please.
Please,
Ignore
please,
his
please.
finish.
Wait.
Please learn.
You went into a terrain where if in a lawyer, it been for no say enough for going to that terrain because the issue is sub judice. But because of waiting, he really one can spill, he even forgot about that as a lawyer, that this issue is before the courts. So not something we for go into and go begin dig and they cow with this happen, that happen.
Okay.
But I allowed him to flow.
Okay.
I did not even countenance him. I make
Okay,
I don't understand.
So before I go to Mr. King, may I just get this clear, Commander?
Yes, ma'am.
Una not get any intention at all for opening any system for anybody can register again and pay as a lawyer.
So now I'll be very clear.
Yes,
as far as I know, from that say whether release come out to this point, so I don't can at this station, we not reach any decision.
No, for tomorrow.
We not reach any decision. It's say with the open, and the key reason why I don't explain you now that the moment where we postpone these elections, I tell you, say the first thing was, oh, they don't panic. Oh, the ones open the backyard for me to register back. You understand? We are not opening the registration process. Okay. We are very sure and very certain, and let me make it very clear back. This, for serve as the director of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, is not a paid job. So I use my resources. They waste me own time. I get precious things them for do. I left them for the Bar Association. And this calling for can serve. We can serve young colleagues then. I don't think say na anything way bad. And if they decide back say, hey Commander, good do. We think say you've not served us right, or maybe you don't okay now, left the stage. Why a need for begin the tawa say no, na me for did the pauper. It don't even make sense.
Okay.
So I'm not interested in a pauper thing. I want let the people and go. If they see me say I'm a better candidate, then choose me. If they see say Tuma is a better candidate, you choose Tuma. If you think Martina is a better candidate, but the only thing when I talk about Martina, she is a fine person and all of that, but I think it's a terrible precedent if we go out there and elect somebody we hold government office, appointed by the president, approved by parliament, being supervised by a government ministry, and then he hold the position of president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. That is not a good thing.
But no law not the way stop and
so there is a law, the law
Which
around conflicts of interest. No. Yeah. When it comes to conflicts of interest itself, there is a law around them.
Of course.
So now there is no rule inside the M&A.
That's my point.
We prevent her from contesting. You understand? But this is a situation. So what happens tomorrow? The Attorney General and Minister of Justice say, I want to be the president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
So like we always say as lawyers, the law is the law until then change them.
No. I am saying, the law, not to just written rules.
So
you understand? Say because they are, you know, the final are just one book. I am saying conflicts of interest.
How?
Now they say so. Now, the Sierra Leone Bar Association now a pressure group. And some of we holds them now for whole government to account, defend the constitution.
Okay, now that you don't mention
Advocates
Andy, Commander, I come back to you just now, but I come to Mr. King, make it just respond to what you want to respond to just now. Mr. King, you don't have waiting, Commander, saying you
quite clearly.
And stuff.
The inconsistency we are picking at this, inside the press release we come out. Now with the fact that the time limited for registration don't elapse, it don't come to a close, right? So nobody no go pay again.
Yeah.
That time limited for registration don't elapse. At that same time, they will be limited for
election
registration. And be that same time they for processing of slips and all of them things.
Okay.
And be that same time they. Why do we now? So now the point of inconsistency is, why do we now allow the treasurer to still be processing payments outside of that time limited? So that time they don't come to an end. That deadline they don't pass. A deadline they wouldn't set. It don't pass. So every single procedure or process for happen.
Supposed to be that happen.
Yeah, instead for come to an end, instead for elapse that same date day. You understand? So for allow the treasurer, this same treasurer And the said individual we also gets the mandate for collate the elections list. And this same treasurer, now somebody who instead they go up for elections.
Re-election.
Yeah, they go up for re-election. So you don't see who's having points of concern there. This person get for seeking your personal interest. I'm glad the way commander say we elections as lawyers, ideal. Now some of the loopholes and the one in the where people who form part of the incumbents go exploit for disadvantage others. I think say in me analytical point of view, now that the two Majabi team where now then form the executive now of the Salium Bar Association, able for C, say we're not there in a position presently for win these elections. They look at the numbers. They look at the numbers.
Commander already don't tell you say.
The numbers was quite clear to them. They look at these numbers at the time of registration and processing of slips. Inside and day, this point to South day. So now, if we go into the elections, we go lost.
Make I ask this question. But people already watch.
So the best cause of action.
How are they able to know the number of people that will get for vote for this particular candidate before even the election? I want to know because Commander mentioned the same thing. Say, wow, for panic, we go down already know we don't get an opportunity. You said they mentioned the same thing. Say, don't go down watch the numbers. How do they manage?
Political campaigns and teams and get strategies. Whether they put in place when they go into elections. So some people they form WhatsApp forum, Usai, and they collate the names and all the contact coordinates of the people that we believe say they subscribe to them. You understand? So you know say I get X amount of numbers. Now then people now they subscribe to my idea and then get for go vote for me. I sabi them. Like I answer you in passing, say, oh, they na the bar, we sabi we safe. So some names and they are to see and so na the list, they know say this is not get for votes for me if I get $1 million safe, they vote for me. So Commander believes say me I didn't have that position.
If you see Commander in name, you ever vote for Commander?
No, I'm not sure say you not go vote for me. I mean, brother,
imagine you go vote for Commander, you not go vote for
Commander will come a very long way. With disagreements.
So for that reason, they will
Commander, with disagreements
say not the votes for me.
With disagreements stem from the fact that me all the views say you know get entrance legitimacy, you know can inside the right way. So because of that, if the team where they now then they conduct the elections. I believe saying elections were void from the very beginning. It's void that been issue. Okay. So if Commander I named it, don't me regular for go vote. I not go vote for her because the time the way me and Commander na be good party. I will look and say this na person way is forthright.
Right now you know forthright yeah.
Because of how they don't conduct themselves from Kenema till date. Where Commander say power for be the PRO of Salomba Association.
No, I did not conduct elections in Kenya.
Where Commander say power in for be PRO of the Salomba Association. Something we not regular, something where the majority of the members of the bar believe say na illegitimate process and procedure. Now they not follow no standard. Now they want for be directors of the bar.
Okay, Commander.
So that situation day. Now I make if I see Commander I name na ballot paper, I no go vote for her.
Commander, may I ask this question? Una concern say quite a number, hundreds of lawyers, colleagues, of course, we all on big classmates and stuff, are so displeased, even to date, since una executive ever really concerned Bodande.
We are very, very much concerned about that.
What did you do about it?
But before I go into that, let's just clear some misconceptions from my brother. So, the treasurer not to collate the list for voters.
Okay.
Waiting they do. The person with the collator and publish that list there at the Secretary General. The General Secretary. The treasurer and then they gather all things, put them together, give the General Secretary. The General Secretary now puts them together and then it's ready for publication. And I agree with them clearly that there is a challenge in that whole setup. I still believe, say, we need to go back to the M&A, provided the other members we don't decide, say, then they suspend and they left. See the reason for come back on board, and then we all sit down, think about the bigger picture, the Bar Association.
According to the
people
member,
of Sierra
then they
Leone.
we don't suspend the membership. Then they say then get specific issue with this particular executive of the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
They will always get specific issues. So, you know, mean say because you get specific issues, you know, for coming again to the table with the same people, and they, if that was the situation, like Sierra Leone, we still there in war.
Okay.
It took President Kaba and others so much time, so much patience, so much discipline, so much decency for engage with the other people, and we society may just feel say no, this one they will not foresee with themselves.
Okay. Since 2024, Commander.
So the question where you ask, we are pretty concerned about the fact that some other people decide for left, suspend the membership. They are angry. They are this. They are that. And some really get genuine concerns.
Okay.
Although, what me think, for most people, it's political.
Okay.
Yes, and we even watch them.
When you say political, what do you mean?
Political as in SLPP, APC
National politics?
Yes, SLPP, APC politics for most people. We watch.
So other than the
cuts the
SLP,
nerve.
other than the APC? in
We
this
cuts the nerve. You actually see you see through. You understand? That this person, they all are flag bearer candidates of a particular political party, and they all they decide.
Okay, then the
You
other
understand?
side.
So we get for understand, say, Sierra Leone is bigger than SLPP and APC.
Now that you mentioned this, but
We
could people
therefore
then say,
also understand,
because I don't know
say-
if you watch JFK in interview, now, was it Liberty or Truth Media? One of the two.
Okay.
Who side they talk say, consider this particular executive illegitimate, Toma and Paddy, but you consider this particular executive illegitimate because of what's happened na Kenema. You want to tell me, say, because somebody belongs to a particular political party, you're not supposed to choose between what you think or consider good from bad, and choose for the whether on the bad side or the good side. You think say that nigga for maintain because he's in a one particular political party, make it go on this side, and because of waiting up on Kenema, he thinks say not to the right thing, and he choose for going on the other side. We consider say right.
It is a matter of principle.
So the good thing is, Emmanuel, say Salon, we all know we safe. And he's not lying. Even here, we all know we safe.
Okay.
Understand? So, if you were to go Kenima for the elections, from the way this team did this way, this team did this way.
So your own team, now who's political party?
No, I'm not going to go into that.
Because apparently, appear like say
I'm
you
not
they say
gonna
now,
go into
but
that.
could
I'm
people
just
actually
saying-
come up from the bar association because they belong to a particular political party. When me say you self belong to a particular, of course, Tuma will know say na SLPP card carrier because you don't talk while interview and I. But for the other members of Tuma in team, you want to say na them then are the SLPP or the APC? Who side then they?
I'm not going into that sort
Okay,
for
but you just
tonight.
mentioned it,
No.
Commander.
I'm just
People are
saying.
going to know.
I'm just saying. For most people, they have genuine concerns.
Okay.
And they mean well for the bar.
All right.
You understand? But however, on the other hand, for other people, especially those who are very stubborn, we don't decide, say, no, we're not a guy again. It's all about APC, SLPP, party politics. You understand? And we don't make moves. We don't try forget conversations with we brothers them and we sisters them. We don't get a meeting with the former acting Chief Justice, Justice Brown Mark, for let's see how they bring we back to the table. We get a meeting with the former Attorney General, and we even still get constant engagements with The current Attorney General.
According to them, people and they another wait. According to them, because I watch the discourse on social media and other places, then they say there can be no peace without justice. According to them, then they expect them and they say if there is an admission, say some problem be there with the elections, then they expect say them for go back and conduct another election.
Because we're lawyers.
No, wait.
Because we're lawyers.
Wait,
we believe, as a matter of principle, we believe it is void ab initio. So we should go back and rectify that defect.
But then they don't pass. I want to ask you, because we're not going to have time, Commander. I just want to ask you this question. You don't think, say, because come on, just like what you say, I don't extend olive branch for let people then come and unite the bar and everything. I don't make effort as an executive. Una not think, say, this is another lost opportunity if una continue for hold on to the stance, say, una really open for registration. I don't think so, una go further get even more aggrieved lawyers after this particular AGM and election. We go divide the bar further. You know, think, say, for the purpose and for I'm not going to say for transparency purpose, but for let the bar unite. Let una not get further fracas na the bar. You know, think, say, una for
somebody's panicked. Somebody don't get panic.
Yeah, Emmanuel don't panic, eh?
No, somebody don't get panic. Can I make somebody they ask, say, if you really want somebody to open again for re-register? You understand? So, if you really don't know now, say, based on the numbers now, I can go win the elections.
No, my question is...
No.
Not about whether the other team don't panic or...
Not everybody get for votes in the elections.
Yeah, but the one that we want for still register, you don't think so this is an opportunity, Commander?
It's really not registration.
We want for still
if
pay.
If you still choose for go pay,
eligible.
If you still choose for go pay.
But they want votes?
No. As far as voting is concerned,
okay.
Registration process don't close for that.
Okay.
However, you get rights. It's an obligation that you pay your dues, not be like...
So then you still go pay them dues?
Yeah, pay your dues. Yeah, you know the votes, because...
Okay.
No, but we get forget a cut-off point. If even we get for agree now, say... If we get for agree, say...
Now go open.
No, not for the open. Okay. If we get for agree, say, like we get an ideal electioneering process, there's always time for registration. Whether they postpone the election or not, registration don't close. In all elections we don't see around the world, whether they postpone or not, registration don't close.
Okay.
Because the whole thing that with registration, not so like bar association, you know. With registration, the moment you don't register, another process the way Emmanuel say, you don't close. No. You get for put the list together. Cool. You publish her. Now, when you publish her, Alima, Commander don't care. I don't see my name. I be register.
So, I go for publish her? Because you complained earlier, said that one of the problems in the electioneering process as lawyers.
I am saying the ideal. Now, which are the talk to
so
you?
So, I go for forget the ideal situation this time. Now that I don't postpone.
I'm not speaking to that fact here.
Okay.
You understand? But I do a lot of democratic blah processes around Sierra Leone and a class and this and that. And they tell you about the ideal situation. The Sierra Leone Bar Association not gets room for an ideal electioneering process. I don't know, maybe because then sending them in too small, then too believe themselves, nothing not go wrong, nobody not go take chance. Everybody. You understand, eh? That's ending. But Alima, it's the day of the election. Now they had to go appoint, say, Alima and a senior member of the bar can be electoral commissioner. Alima and a commander in Paddy, even don't campaign for her all this while. But now that Alima, they can conduct this election. If Emmanuel they will know all this, even if Alima not do anything, the perception no more say, oh, but Alima we don't campaign, even I be the whole mic and this and that and that. So we all need for no say, there are problems. They make even the Lawyers Society, what they talk about here, they move, then go form whatever they go form, they still did not address the problem. And that's it's so shocking to me that they still went and they applied the same Kenima method. Now that same day they nominate, Tete they may not a candidate. So
Yeah, but agreed members
You
don't come up
understand?
and lawyer society their own election. Oh. They come out they
Alima,
Yeah.
we bar association established for the longest time, aggrieved members have not been there. You don't know why?
Why?
But that's an day. We on one side.
All right.
You get for no say, you get for go. You understand? Get an election management body in place.
So why una don't do it now? Una don't take almost 2 years.
Now they say.
Why una don't
Now they
correct
say.
the anomalies then?
Me, for example, push for this and the presidents agree with them. We actually get a resolution for review the M&A, but they even establish a committee. Then there was something for me to go get like case studies from African countries where they do very well with our associations. But at the end of the day, somebody from within the committee say again, if we do all of this, then you get with brothers and sisters where they out and we really want to bring them on board. Then you can't do these documents beyond there. You do understand?
So
Will
that
they
means
come and accept it? Of course, now brothers there. Now
brothers and sisters.
Suspended man there. They need for calm.
All right,
They need for calm.
Emmanuel, what you go be part in short as we not get boku time.
You know, I'm glad for the fact that Commander agreed to a number of things that we actually not ideal with respect to how would they conduct elections as lawyers in this country. In fact, we are lawyers, people, the society look up to, we follow, they do things the way right. In fact, then they make the lawyers, then we don't suspend the participation from the bar association, including me, and I make we still get pinned. So we know they go there until we see the backs of the people who occupy the executive now. Or a mediation be made where they take into cognizance the fact that we got to go back to Kenema and right the wrongs. We cure that defect. Yeah, we got to cure that defect there.
Who will contest back?
We got to cure that defect
Who
there.
will contest again?
We got to cure that defect there. Because it's a matter of principle. People feel say na green or red, not to the situation, and they na principle. As lawyers, we know they abide anything way illegal. As we begin make sorry by illegal, so they call we tripartite committee, we go see the go.
So now they legalize illegality.
We make concession. No, it's void from the very beginning. So the void ab initio. I think that the last expression that Mr. Commander. When we say void from the very beginning,
They come out with the last shots.
we dey go there, we for go there back because now from the very beginning the void, we for go there back, we go rectify them, then we come now forward. We mean say all we think Commander don't do over these 2 years as public relations officer. It's not correct, it not mean nothing, there, get no legal effects.
All right, Commander, waiting to be part in short.
So,
make it short, we only have 1
make
minute.
it very clear that we executive, contrary to what Emmanuel said, it's void ab initio. No, it's not correct. Now, when it comes to electioneering, the moment when I don't go to the polls, they don't announce people and say this one and are the winners. Will you not take steps, positive steps, for petition the outcome of that election? What you are saying is that I agree with the outcome of that election. So the fact that these are lawyers, we get lay people we know sabi nothing. They contest for them basic elections. When them feel aggrieved, now we then they rush to as lawyers. Can't go petition for me. Emmanuel for don't file papers if he really feels say commander in election not being correct. But Emmanuel did not. Even when it comes to Sierra Leone elections, for example, when President Julius Maada Bio at the time was aggrieved, what did he do? He challenged the elections. Daniel Sanko at a stage was aggrieved with Pakaba in elections. He challenged her, even though then throw and ado. But that's what you do. You challenge it. You know, they sit down, they begin to, you say sorry, not so sorry.
Well, yeah, they get
file
issues
papers.
before the court,
File
which
papers.
has not been determined.
No, file papers.
Okay,
We
gentlemen.
get issues before
You
the court,
did not- you did not challenge the election
2 years,
results.
it's still in our court,
You
it has
did
not
not
been
challenge the
determined.
election
Okay,
results.
thank you very much,
In fact, now
gentlemen.
we take them to court.
Commander, the PRO for Sierra Leone Bar Association, and of course, Emmanuel King, barrister, and also a social and political analyst. Thank you very much for coming on the show today. Well, that is where would end today's edition of Hot Seat here on AYV Television. Continue to stay tuned to AYV as we get beaucoup other interesting programs coming up throughout the day. Until we meet again next Wednesday, we'll bring the program continue. My name is Alimatu George. Bye-bye.
So you know things maybe so we put down there for please journalists and then bring this one for able old then at the back. Then we go.
No, please. I know what they make. I beg. We want to talk to people them. Long we get the facts. Yeah.
Then two political party APC, SFP, anybody that say becoming a threat, then get for fuse you or polarize you, let you lose your strength.
And again, this just bring me to the question of what they say for even they do local language in a school. How then they go compared with?
I think it's not a bad idea for local languages.
Why is not supposed to allow any school for submit to them when the school not get approval from MBSSC?
My job is to test the people who shape our country, socially or politically. We discuss important human interest issues. Hot seats, a platform to hear your views and opinions without fear or favor.
We might talk about Arise. We see government they play Anki Arise project. Yeah.
Just because the day has ended doesn't mean news has stopped. Bringing you stories that matters to you. Preparing you for tomorrow. Whether sports, human interest.
You're watching AYV Television.
Sorry, car, go see some business partners.
You didn't give me memory, Michael. Can if I can say you give me this car, people in not to in Dandy.
Today you pay me money. I don't send it for let you help me send money in Ghana. 2 weeks now you not send me money and 10 you not give me back me money. Today give me money.
You know ever sabi goodness na life. I send back your money, but trust me today na the very last day I ever send money for now.
I don't need your help because I don't know so with Afri money I able send money. Now baku Africa countries them
with Afri money. We able send money to over 10 African countries, whether it's Ghana, Gambia, Liberia, or Kenya. If me party we know this. We not follow the grammar right now.
Okay, una go regret. I mean, now una go regret.
The best part right now, Michael, with Afri money, you dey able send money even if you not use app, even if you not the online. Directly, all you need for do, you just dial *161#. Pam, your money don't go. So I don't need the help again. Thief man.
Thank you.
Send money to over 10 African countries instantly with Afri Money. No stress, no excuses. Just dial *161*1*6# now. Afri Money, quick and easy.
Afri Money, no sonko.
This October, AMI Expeditionary Healthcare is celebrating a decade of excellence as Freetown's premier award-winning private healthcare clinic. To honor this milestone of exceptional medical care, we are offering exclusive discounts on a range of medical services for both adults and children, including expert consultations and top-tier diagnostics. AMI Sierra Leone offers comprehensive medical assistance and remote support services. Our team is equipped to handle critical care and manage life-threatening medical emergencies, including malaria, heart attacks, cardiac arrest, strokes, and more. We also provide 24/7 emergency ambulance service, diagnostic services, wellness and pre-employment checkups, DNA testing, a robust pharmacy, immigration visa medical examinations for the US and Canada, aeromedical evacuation. You can rely on AMI for expert specialist care in pediatrics, gynecology, nephrology, cardiology, and so much more. We accept several international insurances. Visit us today at 11A King Hammond Road, Bar Street 3, Brookfields, or call us on 099 500 800. AMI, a decade of excellence. Our story, your impact.
The mining business is not for the faint-hearted. It takes a special kind of person with determination, strength, and courage to take on the mighty mines. And it takes a special kind of vehicle to help them succeed. Presenting Ashok Leyland, the perfect machine to move the massive outputs of mines. Designed to meet the high productivity demands of the mining industry, has a higher gradability in all conditions, with faster trip times and higher uptime. This mega truck can take on the most punishing terrain with ease. Built to handle the toughest terrain. Your demands push us to achieve more. Ashok Leyland is the master of the mines. Ashok Leyland. Tough, dependable, unstoppable.
The All Walks of Life Award presents their 11th prestigious award and fundraising dinner, happening on 6th June 2026 at the prestigious Royal Regency for £70. For tickets and further details, please contact 079 400 05295 or 078 285 57657 or 079-037-60379. The award prestigious award and fundraising dinner is always more than just an event. It's a memorable night of entertainment, networking, and celebration of excellence on merit. Sort out your wardrobe now and prepare to come looking all glammed up. The award 11th Annual Prestigious Award and Fundraising Dinner. See you there.
As mama, I always want waiting best for me picking them, especially when it comes up waiting them for eat and drink. Now this make I always they choose Sarah juice because they make come from with local foods them and nutritious and it gets less sugar than the other drinks them. Not to me say so.
We lab test show say Sierra juice gets 50% less sugar than the other drinks them na the market.
Because we mama they know waiting best for we picking them, now you make we always they choose Sierra juice. Sierra juice and nutritious, it's healthy and it's sweet. Sierra juice, not the taste of Salome.
I run a small logistics company. Every cent counts. I didn't think I needed a fuel card until I got the Cornex fuel card. Now, I track exactly how much fuel my fleet uses, in real time. And when my wife or kids need fuel, no cash, no stress. It's safe, accepted nationwide, and I control how much goes on each card. At the end of the month, I see the savings, real savings. Cornex fuel card. I didn't know I needed it. Now, I can't run my business or family without it. Fuel smart. Live smart. Visit any Cornex filling station to sign off, or any Cornex office to get your card.
At 160 miles from Freetown, Bo becomes the second largest city in Sierra Leone, and for a time, the capital between 1930 to 1961 as a protectorate. Today, the city now has well over 223,000 residents, according to statistics from the 2021 midterm census. But this is far from an expository documentary.
The CRC is still on. It's 20 years now, since 2013. You know, a lot of people are still calling. The noise is ever louder. But do you think we need a CRC in Sierra Leone at all?
Well, yes. So given the fact that there have been reforms in the judiciary, and of course, the country as a whole, we are evolving also as a nation. We have new laws right now. Crime rate continues to increase. There is a need for us to review our constitution. And from 1991 to now, a lot of things have happened along the way. So there is a growing need for us to review some aspect of our constitution.
As time marches on, with science and technology lighting the path like twin lanterns in deepening forest, so too must civility walk in step, refining itself, reforming its shape. Laws like old garments worn by a growing child must be altered or replaced to fit the present day. But time, like a departing train, waits for no one. To Abu Abu, not his real name, true justice in Bo is as rare as a rain in a drought. Yet he believes that even a long overdue constitutional review could serve as the compass to guide his fractured homeland back towards legal balance and institutional pace.
You're a lawyer in the courts, and you would know better. A lot of people are calling for the executive powers in the Constitution to be quelled, to be reduced. Are you of the opinion? Do you support it?
Well, partially I support, yes, because power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So if the president wields enormous powers, then there's likely for him to be corrupt. So, some areas of the law, some provisions of the law, which are called the president's enormous powers, if there is a way out, then it could be subject to amendment.
Yet, beneath the surface, the delays in the review process stir darker uncertainties. In Bo, where Peter, a seasoned civil rights advocate, has long raised his voice, he now fears that the people's cries were not merely ignored, but, to him, buried. To him, he feels as though the review became a stage with the microphones caught and the audience gagged before they could even speak.
Thank you very much indeed for agreeing to this interview.
Thank you.
How knowledgeable would you say you are about the work of the judiciary generally?
I'm always visiting the courts, generally, and looking at cases starting from the police when they are criminal in nature, or when they are civil direct summoning into court. So I think I have a vast knowledge around the processes carried along in the courts and generally around the judiciary.
In your honest assessment, how would you grade the judiciary's work?
Looking at Sierra Leone and the perspective under which we're talking, you look at the judiciary to be somehow influenced.
Okay.
It's not independent. Because if we are having the president to appoint the chief justice, means the judiciary is not independent. And that's exactly where we start looking at delayed processes in adjudicating cases. When they are of interest to any of the powers that be, then you start to see the magistrate, the judges, the lawyers, they start rigmaroling around these issues. So to me, it's not 100% independent. If we're grading the independence of the judiciary, I could say it's about 30-40% trust. Right.
I'm happy you touched on, independence of the judiciary and the president appointing judges. Let's talk about that briefly. There is something called the CRC, Constitutional Review, Committee, and its work in Sierra Leone. How knowledgeable are you about the CRC process generally?
It's also part of the CRC because when it was launched in 2013, I can remember the 30th of June somehow, by the then President Obama, we expected that we would have completed these things since. And delay in such will not help the country. And that's the reason we are having the how do we call it, the electoral justice and the rest of it, because people do not really believe in the institutions. If we had got a very strong constitution speaking to issues, then we'll have solved most of our problems. Because if we have reformed institutions doing what they're supposed to do, not dictated to, not being influenced, then. But the delay, it's 22 years down the line, since 2013 to date. We are supposed to have completed this process. Even the one that is going on now, it's only around, when you ask, they say it's at the executive level and the rest of it. What about the citizens who made their input? We will want to also see if what we said 20 years ago are still in the document, or have they been doctored or edited? So we can, it's like there is a need for either the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. SIBA has a responsibility to be doing this rather than moving around. Sometimes I feel bitter when ministers are given luxury cars and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Because the process of the CRC is far overdue.
I think it's one very crucial thing they should do.
They're supposed to engage citizens. And we're supposed to know if what we said 20 years back are still in the document. Because it has changed hands from the then President Nkrumah, to now current President Bio. So we're expecting that they are supposed to have come back to the citizens to see if we're going into referendum to accept what is inside, then we go. But we will not want to wait again until when we get to 2028, get into the elections and they start talking about a referendum around, so they will have a delayed process in conducting the elections. It's really critical, It's really critical.
The 2023 elections cracked open floodgates, allegedly revealing deep cracks in Sierra Leone's legal foundation. Like rain exposing rot beneath polished floors, the European Union Election Observer Mission's report laid bare troubling truths, chief among them the peril of allowing one hand to both inspire the law and choose its interpreters. It warned that the president's power to appoint key judicial figures, including the Chief Justice, risks turning the scales of justice into a puppet's stage, swayed by strings of bias and quiet corruption. But that's a beat Lawyer Kurabu refuses to sink to. He points to the judiciary's own compass, established court criteria, as his shield against the tide of criticism.
Particularly the appointment of judges. Most people say the president should not handle it. As a lawyer, what are your views around this?
Well, so I recognize the independence of the judiciary, which as a lawyer I uphold. And I think the judiciary, like all the organs of government, must be independent. And giving the president the powers to appoint judges, I think it's a place. It's a place because we cannot bereft the president of his enormous powers. All right, the appointment of judges must be the sole prerogative of the president, but with caution.
Should it only be that way? What if the coins were flipped?
Well,
would it work?
Like I say, we are a country of laws. We are governed by laws. So first, as a lawyer, we have what you call in law standing. All right. To become a Supreme Court judge, you must have informed them a post call to present date. You must have attained more than 15 years. All right. 15 years upwards to 20. You must, if you've attained that period as a barrister from court to bar to present date, then you are eligible to become a Supreme Court judge. So same applies to appeals court. 10 to 15 years, because I'm a high court 10 years. So if it suits the president to appoint anyone who has attained such a pedigree in the bar, and you of course you have a better standing, because we may have attained similar stay in the bar, but maybe your reputation and may not be the same. So it places the president to appoint subject to many other considerations. Your reputation, your performance as an individual, maybe the way you carry yourself. If along the way you've brought disrepute to the profession, you cannot be appointed as a judge if you've carried yourself or bad. All right.
It's indeed a compelling argument, although Peter does not buy the ticket. To him, such an arrangement is a loaded dice game where fairness stands no chance. He likens it to handling the chef the keys to the pantry, the recipe, and the power to dismiss the health inspector. In his view, the president wields more power than any one man should need to govern, an oversized cloak that risks hiding corruption in its edges.
You talked about, the appointment of judges. Let's circle back there.
Right.
One crucial area that a lot of people have said needs review is the executive powers of the president. That particular section of the Constitution, a lot of people say the president wields too much power and it needs to be quelled. Do you agree?
Yeah. It's not only executive, I said it's supreme executive authority. And it's only God that is supreme. No man is supreme. Taking it, you look at the chapter 5, part 1, the executive, which speaks around the presidency and the authority of the presidency. He is a phantom of honor. He is the commander-in-chief. He has all these authorities, put on him, bestowed upon him. So he does what he wants to. He hires and fires at his will. You understand? And before even when we did the recommendation as part of the Board District recommendation, we looked at eco-social rights, the economic, social, and cultural rights. We want to start holding our government accountable for not doing what they're supposed to do. Look at, we have the free quality. They call it free quality education. It's just a policy. So if another government comes in and says we are not going to go along, you not hold them accountable. Right to health, you understand, the free health care, initiated during the UNESCO era. As at now, you look at it, it's just like lip service to the whole process. So we want to see where he has the executive power, the supreme executive. Let us reduce part of that. So he cannot be one appointing the commissioner, or how do we call it, the IG of the police. You understand? It should be this whole responsibility of the police themselves. They can now look out of their fold and see if they have a civilian that can perform better in administration. And they say, okay, come be our commissioner or the IG. But when the president appoints, he's going to appoint somebody who takes orders from him. The same goes to the judiciary. They appoint people they know that can listen to what they say. So we are having a whole lot of problems in the judiciary, in the police, along the line of the justice chain. You understand? Coming from how do we call it, the police, going to the courts. You see a semblance of complacency. For example, if there's a case in police and the police are investigating, one day you go, they say the thing is at the table of the state council. When you inquire from the state council, the document is not there. So you start to, it's like a pendulum. You go one to one corner and the next. you know, until you get tired and you stop. When it goes to court, you have the lawyers. You know, the one big problem is I look at the lawyers as being it's a degree, it's a profession, and nothing different. Just like a teacher, just like a mechanic. You understand? A doctor. So they make their own. So it's like a taboo. You don't speak around when the lawyers speak. No. We should also educate our people that these are just persons representing people in a constituted system. But if you start to look at the lawyer when you want to speak, they say, "I am a lawyer." Don't you know I'm a lawyer? Yeah, you are a lawyer. It's a profession. So somebody else could say, "I am a doctor." If you get to the hospital, to threaten you around talking about how do we call it the profession. Talking about big jargons around the medicines and the rest. So we are really looking at the powers of the president to be reduced.
Okay.
He is not supposed to be appointing the auditor general. You understand? We all saw it. Piers, is it Piers? The lady, you understand? Taylor Piers. You understand? He's not supposed to be appointing the Chief Justice. Let it be the sole responsibility of the judiciary. They have landed guys there. So they can now see if they want to entrust the power to a single person to represent them or to lead them. That would be a very good one.
You know, after the 2023 elections, there was a huge noise in Sierra Leone. The main opposition, APC, didn't fully accept the result. You know, which led to the Bintumani Peace Conference, and then the tripartite recommendations were born. What's your idea generally about electoral justice tied to the tripartite recommendations?
It's a bit funny, you know. Politicians are always playing the games they used to play. Going back to the 80s when we had this Shaka Stephen jumping over to President Momo, you know, and the NPRC coup. Let's look at the electoral processes during the APC era in the 80s, whilst they were using marbles and the rest of it. So it had been a problem until when we went through the 11 years brutal war and the TRC came up and did the recommendations for institutional review and the building up of some institutions that will look at integrity of persons serving in those offices. But to me, I could not understand much with the opposition party, the APC government party, because one, they were supposed to present documents. But again, they do not have trust in the judiciary. So if you ask, you get a perception around the country, you see that a whole lot of people lack confidence in the judiciary. And because they lack confidence in the judiciary, most people will say, we better go to ECOWAS, to the ICJ and the rest of it all. Lacking confidence in the judiciary. Just come back to, how do we call it, the local courts at our local level. You understand? There is a battle